Hey, what's up, guys? Gus with Stock Trading TV. All right, so today's recap. We have $1,505 in profits today. I gave back about 130 towards the end of the day, trying to pull one last trade. A lot of scalping today. Every day has just been different. The SPYs, the SPYs have been. It started off the morning in a very tight range. It was almost pretty like, I was about to just like, I'm not going to trade today. But then we started getting some movement. The range started widening, and, there was some opportunity for some trades. Mostly shorting on AMD, and I had a small trade on Apple and a trade on CRON. But all in all, we have 270 on Apple, 1169 on AMD, and $65 on CRON. I do have 38 tickets today. Overtraded a little bit. So it's about $150 worth of commissions. So not a bad day considering the overall market conditions. I definitely could have been a little bit more patient with some of these shorts, especially on AMD. But the thing is the market's so oversold, and you expect this thing to rip up at some point. You get some of the sharpest rallies on these steady downtrends. So anytime I'm getting handed profits, I'm taking them. But there's two occasions on AMD where I could have held a little bit longer. I had the pattern, and I had the pattern right, and it just needed time to pan out. But so anyways, let's take a look here. So as always, SPY's currently trading at 254.84. Let's go back to the daily. Again, as you can see, just everything's selling off like butter. These bounces have been very, very, very shallow, very anemic, and they've just been selling off like butter. So let me zoom in here on the 2-minute time frame. Let's see how we started off today. Market started off on a gap up, and as you can see, the range was very tight. 256. What do we got here? 250, almost 257, 258. Very tight range. It didn't give much room for opportunity until it started widening. And as you can see, let me zoom out here. So this is where we started off. Then we got this big drop, and it's just you're thinking you're going to get a bounce. You see this big green candle here, and it just bull trap. You're thinking, okay, finally we're going to get the bounce for the day. And this is why I'm being very cautious about when I'm shorting, is a strong market rally at any moment. I mean, it's so oversold, but again, oversold can remain oversold for who knows how long. So we are, let me zoom out to the 1-hour chart. These levels here. Well, we broke to the downside out of this channel. We broke the previous low, failed to rally, and we're now below this last low from back in, let's see, these two prior lows here, this area of support, which for now, it's 3:41 p.m. Eastern. For now, it looks like it's, you got two bottoming tails forming. Of course, the market hasn't closed, but if this does close above the 255 level, these two bottoming tails are indication of buying into the dip. So, but we'll see. I mean, there's still 20 minutes to go in the day, and so let's take a look at the trade on CRON. And it's just a very small scalp here in the morning, and that's all I've been able to do really. Let's see. Yeah, just a quick. I bought it here at the 13. Put some bids in, and sold immediately at the pop. Could have held it a little bit longer. Could have gotten a little bit more out of it, but in this environment, man, it's just not what I'm trying to do, man. I'm still trying to adjust. So So $65 on this one in the Apple trade. All right, so let's take a look at Apple. We had a short here at the top of this candle. Right when it failed to break above 166. And so I took it just below, covered here, 165.96, 300 shares. I like to start off small and build a day. And as the day is going well, then I'll increase size, especially in this particular market. So next off is, again, some short trades. This was a partial fill, I guess. So 300, cover down here. Again, I like these recoveries to the 20. Took another short here, and right just below the 20. I mean, as you can see, it's you're kind of losing momentum, and of course, paying attention to the SPY, making these decisions based on what the SPY is doing as well at the time. So another, it was very small. It was a quick one, 500 shares, 165. So these are scalps. And again, I'm just trying to build a day through, in this market. Normally, I like to swing trade, January, February, March, April, May, June. I mean, this is a great swing trading environment. But in this environment, there's no need to hold anything overnight. There's just no need to put on the risk, and you got to keep position size down. As far as AMD goes, there's a lot of scalping, and I'm trading based off these candles. There's a decent amount of range, and it wasn't, it was more of a trader-friendly type of stock today. So, but this was, I had originally made like about $1,400 on it. Gave some back here on this last trade. I tried to short one more flag, and this flag broke through that 20 SMA, and so I cut it short here. I think I lost about 130 on that last trade. But again, the importance of cutting when you know you're wrong, right? The plan was, let's short into this test of the 20, and immediately just popped over. And so it kept popping, and as soon as I saw it come back and minimize that loss a little bit, then I just got out. And as you can see, it's grinding back its way back up. But the two main things for AMD is, you can see I was hunting this ascending triangle, and you could see the candlesticks. The price action tells a story. Okay, you see these topping tails here. All right, so we're failing at 1970. We got another failure at 1970. We have some trading. 1980 immediately just failed, and so then I started stalking it, and it was around here when I said, I wanted to put up some size on the break of this, because if 1980s failed so quickly, and considering the overall marking, this had good probability of this ascending triangle panning out. But unfortunately, I got distracted on my cell phone with a text, and I caught it a little bit caught it right around here, and I exited way early. I believe I had 3,000 shares. I exited on the flush here, and throughout the day I was scalping. I was looking for candles up to the 20, covering, and the other time where I was stalking another one of these formations was right here, and you could see. Draw it here. Again, we have another failure of this 1970 area, okay, and the 1980. Now, I was trying to bid here in 1982, but I never got filled, and so I know I did some trades around here, coverage quickly, and then this one where I wanted to pile in, put on some size. I did manage to build a position, but I covered way early. I covered like right around here just before the wash, reshorted around here, covered. So most of these covers have been fairly quickly. Had I traded less, and of course this is all hindsight, had I traded less and just focused more on letting the trade pan out, it would have been more efficient. But again, this market's tricky, man. So it's very, you know, at any point in time, there's a possibility of just market turning around, getting squeezed, and you know, just didn't want to stick around for that. Plan for tomorrow would just be to trade a little bit less. Trade it a little bit less. I think I had too many tickets today, and commissions can eat up at your profit. So again, at $3.99, you know, it's about $150, and so. But overall, decent day. Is, you know, just a matter of continuing to adjust and always be playing defense. Play defense. You know, if you're about to enter that trade, what I'm doing is I'm making sure, okay, if I'm wrong here and this thing goes against me, where am I going to get out? How am I going to deal with it? And always considering the opposite side. And as soon as I enter that trade, immediately knowing that this can go completely against me. What am I going to do? Where am I going to be? Where am I going to cut my loss short? You know, and so nothing but playing defense, man. It's just the key to the game right now. There's no this is not a forgiving market where you're gonna screw up your entries and you're gonna get lucky and you know, get back to break even. So yeah, just another day, and let's see what tomorrow brings. SPY's currently, let's see. Yeah, we got a bounce. I mean, you can see this double bottom formation here. Let me take a look at this in a bigger time frame. Larger time frames dominate always. So yeah, I mean, we got a double bottom formation. So this is starting to show slight hints of a bottom information here. So let's see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully not a gap up, because that may ruin a lot of plays. But you know, maybe something like, you know, something like this. But we'll see. It's gonna take it day by day. There's not really much to try to figure out. You know, just gotta take it day by day. And you know, what I've done is, normally I'm looking at a lot of different stocks, but I focus just on a couple, 2 to 3 max, and this way I don't have to chart a bunch of stocks, and just looking at the price action on 2 to 3. Apple, AMD have been working out, and today I had an extra one, CRON, because it looked interesting in the morning, but you know, that's about it. So yeah, just trying to stay safe out there, and that's about it for today. Remember to stay safe out there, manage risk, and see you all tomorrow.
Number one rule of Wall Street: nobody, I don't care if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows if a stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles. Least of all stockbrokers. Right? It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
No, fugazi. It's fake.
Yeah, fugazi. It's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real.
Right.